G'day crew, and welcome to another episode of Tube Time Tuesday. I'm Oscar Palazon. Today I wanted to have a chat to you about an experience that I've had personally in my business, and it's come to the fore since I relaunched the Bali Business Retreats. And interestingly, all these people have crawled out of the woodwork and made contact. And when I say all, I mean there's been 3 specific cases that I want to talk about. Now, they were people that I knew to varying degrees. And I hear you say, that's awesome that they want to go on your retreat in March 2024. Come along. Now, if that was the case, I wouldn't be telling you this story. Alas, they were not inquiring about coming to the retreat. What they did is they reached out to offer their services. 2 were online and 1 was face-to-face. Now, the issue that I have with this is threefold. Firstly, the offer was unsolicited. It was much like a cold call, out of the blue. I had limited and superficial engagement with all these people over the last 5 or 6 years. 1, I hadn't seen or spoken to them in that period. Now, the second issue I have is the lack of what I would call flirting, and it was bordering on rude and arrogant. This is the message that I got from one person on Facebook, and I've changed the offer slightly, but it went something a little like this. Hey Oscar, do you need a beep for your retreat? The second one, the setting for them to reach out was at a pub. And it was about 5 champagnes in. They walk past and they say, hey, do you need me to speak at your retreat? Nothing else. Continues walking. What the? And finally, there was no context in terms of how they would contribute to the success of my retreat. It was mercenary. It was all about them. I'm not sure about you, but I like my relationships in life and business to be mutually beneficial. So how did I interpret these interactions? Well, in exactly those ways. They were mercenary, they were all about them, and it's how you come off if you behave in this way. I would never coach my clients to do this, and if you're being advised by someone that that's how you go about building your business, then you need to ask for your money back and then run for the hills, because they're clueless. Don't ever do this. You sound desperate. You wouldn't walk up to someone at a pub without any conversation or flirting and say, hey, how about we go back to mine? And if you did, unless you're Scarlett Johansson or Brad Pitt, your strike rate's going to be about 1 in 1,000. You're going to get an unwanted reputation, and that's one thing, and that one that you do snag in 1,000, well, you're likely to wake up in the morning with massive regret. In a business setting, you have devalued yourself and your brand massively. This is, and this will be excused by some as hustle culture, but I'll address that shitty phrase in a future episode. So, if you are wanting to offer services or tap into other people's networks, think about how you're going to build a mutually beneficial relationship. Firstly, what can you offer them that is highly valuable to them? Clients, expertise, what can you do for them in return for them doing something for you? 2, strategically pick who you want to partner with. You need to ensure that there is an alignment between them and yourself. Do we have the same values? Are our businesses positioned similarly? Are our client bases similar? Do we target the same clients? And thirdly, it's usually best to start with the low-hanging fruit. Those that you know very well, that trust you, that you haven't already got a relationship with. Remember, everything you do in business, even after hours and on social media, reflects on you, your business, and your personal brand. So make sure that your behavior and your relationship reflect both your values and how you are positioned in the market. And use that to strategically grow your network, your business, and your brand value. That's it for me today. I'll see you next week for another episode of Tube Time Tuesday. Happy days. Yewww!